Oh god! Spawning right on me! Oh god! I actually did not mean to blow that thing up, but that actually worked out relatively okay for us. Starting to run a bit low on our machine gun ammo, but we do still have an okay amount of chain gun ammo, which we can try to prioritize against bosses, I suppose. And besides that, once we get some more health, we could start using the chainsaw once again. Heard from my friends that the post DLC was free cause of yeah. Literally, the thing I will say is that Mass Effect 3, I read Burning Dragon when he was saying that, was talking about the Mass Effect 3 Extended Cut DLC. Mass Effect 3 is a damn shame. The game turned out amazingly, because literally everything before the ending of the game in the original cut, before the Extended Edition happened, everything before the ending was brilliant, so good. Like the Geth and Quarian plotline, literally, that is exactly how I would have wanted it to end. Could not have ended any better. The Krogan plot, once again, could not have been any better, in my opinion at least. But then the ending, at least in the original version of the game, was awful. It literally, every ending, since it didn't have any epilogue, it just like cut and finished, was literally just a palette cut. Like the memes say, it was just a palette cut between like, hey, what ending do you want to choose? The blue ending that has no relevance, the red ending that has no relevance, or the green ending that has no relevance. So that was probably the worst part. But then there's also a lot of continuity errors that was there in the original, like your crew somehow teleporting onto the ship when your ship has no teleportation, or the whole universe, the Mass Effect universe, has no teleportation technology in it. So luckily the extended cut extended the ending, making it make a hell of a lot more sense and just more polished as a whole, making it so each ending does have its own relevance. And, of course, fixing continuity errors, like now there's a cutscene for anyone who hasn't played Mass Effect 3, where the ship actually flies down and picks up your crew, rather than them magically appearing on the ship at the end. But the sad thing, I think they missed out on an opportunity, I will say, because what I wanted to happen, and this is an Angry Joe video, a really, really good Angry Joe video that came out before the extended cut release of Mass Effect 3. I wanted to finish what I was saying first, though, why it's a damn shame with Mass Effect 3, because part of the problems with the ending is that that game was severely rushed in development. They pushed out that game hard, when they really, really should have taken more time on it and handled things. And also another big sadness with it is that it had on-disc DLC, which is like one of the worst things you could do for a game, especially in the case of that game, where it is incredibly important plot stuff, which literally should have been part of the game. It's stuff that should have been part of the game, which they sold as day one DLC. Very scummy, but, you know, that's the way marketing works in E3 now. That's why I like indie. That's why I love indie. Indie is amazing. Indie doesn't have to deal with these problems. But the Angry Joe video that I was talking about, that I love so much, and I really, really wish that they went with this, was the indoctrination theory ending. For anyone who doesn't know what happens in Mass Effect 3, is that there's indoctrination, which is basically kind of getting hypnotized, because if you spend time around Reapers, which is the main enemy, any time around them, indoctrination just becomes stronger and stronger the more time you spend around them. You start to get what is called indoctrination, which is kind of like a mental takeover, where you start to, it's like Stockholm Syndrome. You start to side mentally with the Reapers and feel that what they want is what is best for the humanity and life in general, or whatever species you are. And of course it's not, because the Reapers are trying to destroy all of humanity. So basically it's corrupting people to their side, and from what I understand, there is no cure whatsoever, I'm pretty sure, because it's 100% mental. If nothing else, you would probably need, like, years of therapy to cure that kind of thing. Because it really is an entire mental takeover that the Reapers do. And so the thing is, Commander Shepard, the player character, has spent far more time around the Reapers than anyone else in the Mass Effect series. And so there's even been times when he's been knocked out, oh god, like knocked unconscious in a colony of people who are indoctrinated. So he's spent, like, I think, like, maybe even a month's time? He was there for a long, long while. He spent, like, unconscious and captured a long time around, not just a Reaper artifact, which indoctrinates people, but other indoctrinated people. And he's never been indoctrinated himself. So what Angry Joe's theory is for the original, original bare bones Mass Effect ending, was that Shepard actually, over the course of all the games, has slowly, but surely, been indoctrinated. And what happens at the very end of the game is that the reason why nothing seems to make any sense is because what's happening is all in Shepard's head. It's his mental battle against the Reapers because he is starting to become indoctrinated. And at least when that theory first came out, there was a shit ton of, like, evidence that would lead to the indoctrination theory. And I thought that this theory was so cool, because imagine if the three choices that you have at the end of the game: controlling the Reapers, synthesis, having all life forms, like, synthesize into one, or destroying the Reapers. Imagine if those control the Reapers and synthesis were actually meant to be traps for the player, and, like, bad endings per se, because Shepard has become indoctrinated. And if you choose those endings, that's Shepard fully becoming indoctrinated and embracing it and becoming one with the Reapers, whereas the destroy ending is Shepard breaking through that indoctrination and being like, no, you are not controlling me. I am destroying the Reapers. This is our goal from the beginning. This is what I have to do. I just think that was... I thought that was really cool. And I think that, personally, even with the extended cut ending, I think that would be better. I think that would be better than that ending. But, you know, that's not the way it is. I do really like the ending. I really like the ending a lot with the extended cut. It's awful without the extended cut, but the extended cut is free. So I kind of consider the extended cut the official ending now. So yeah, like, it's... I think the ending could have been a little bit cooler and bigger if that was the case, but I'm sure a lot of people also would disagree with me, and I'm sure a lot of people prefer the ending as it is now, or would prefer their own kind of alternative take on what could have happened, and stuff like that throughout the game. So, you know, it's one of those things where it's all down to preference, but I think the indoctrination theory would have been so freaking amazing. So, unfortunately, oh, come on, you got me right in my face. Now we've got only, like, 22 health and we're being shot at from above. Oh, God. I would not be surprised if they end up dying soon. We really desperately need a health station. We've got, like, all the armor that we could possibly wish for, but, you know, there isn't really anything that we can do about all of that. So, let's, continue along. Skeleton! We did it! We did it! And there's a health pack right here. That is clearly not the honestly, actually, maybe that is the optimal way to take down those guys. Because they stop shooting rockets once you get close enough, they start melee attacking you. So maybe that is the best way. Try to avoid the rockets entirely by getting up close and personal. Ooh, more cells. Thank you, game. I love the cells. They give me all of the power. Oh no. Hello. Hello. Don't. Oh, god damn you. Oh god, there's 2 of them! Oh, we're back to 6 health again. That is awful. That was super, super sad. I'm not happy about that, but I'm not happy about anything in this game right now. I'm happy about a lot in this game, but certainly not the health. Okay, he's dead. Oh god! Okay, so there's totally a skeleton up there. What we might do at this point is run and try to kill him. Run and try to kill him. There's no way to get up! Oh no. Oh no. Okay, okay, good news is I can shoot him in his face. I don't think he can hit me. So now we save. Just to be sure. Oh no. Okay. So far so good. Shoot you in your ugly face. Yes! We are almighty and powerful. We are so almighty and powerful. Because in the movie Ant-Man doesn't exist, they had Iron Man make him. Yeah, because Ant-Man and Iron Man made Ultron, right? I think that's the way that it worked, if I remember correctly from what I heard from Shannon, my older sister. Like how the Teen Titans are posted around the world. I love the Teen Titans. Teen Titans is one of my favorite groups. Teen Titans, the original anime, is one of my favorites. And that's my favorite team. I love the Dick Grayson, Robin, Starfire, Raven, Beast Boy, and Cyclops. That'll always be my favorite. I love that. With the, like, levitation girl as well, because she was so freaking awesome. Why do people have swords next to their names? Yeah, those are moderators. Basically they're people who are able to help manage the chat and, stuff like that. Like my good friend, CharPT12, is a moderator there, because I trust him, he is a good man, and it helps that I know him in real life as well. So get rid of you, Mr. Dead Person. I have a movie where Iron Man and Hulk are the only members of the Avengers left alive? Hulk shut himself away from the world, and Iron Man raises the kids of his dead companions as Ultron takes over the world, and Iron Man trains the kids. That is dark! That is super dark! They don't know he is Iron Man. Like the whole one of us. That was short-lived. That is so sad. That's so sad. One of us! Gooble gobble, whoa, there's like some serious like green slime in here. Is there any way to go up where Mr. Skeleton Man was? Oh, looks like we have to go up there eventually. Okay, so moving right along then. We don't have quite as many machine gun shots as I would like, but we certainly have more than we did before, so let's go ahead and continue moving forward once again. Broken pump. Find the pump control and shut it down. This is some funky green ooze of death. I don't think I've ever seen funky green ooze of death that looked quite like that. Let's jump in. That was fun. That was fun. Nobody likes taking baths in green ooze of death. It's so sad. So sad. The tragedy of green ooze of death. Oh, woe is me, ye who sleep in green oozes of death. Or something like that. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm a silly man. But anyways, we're getting close to the end of Doom 3. You guys want to go ahead and test something? This actually might be a good place to end Doom 3, because I'll know that we're at the ooze of death. So let's go ahead and call that quits.